Welcome to the fifth video. In this one we are gonna have a lot of job because we are gonna finish this wheel and we are gonna have the next video shorter with one part in the middle one, the cap and maybe the screws. So let's start. We need fillet for a start, radius 5. Now what we want to fillet is this edge. Let's see if I can. No. So yeah, I have this option where Solidworks give me this selection. So yeah, this is first fillet. Next one is gonna be 0.75 for these small edges here. Again, I have this selection in Solidworks, which is awesome. Okay, third one. This one is for the insides. We have radius 12 here for these 5 edges. Okay. Next fillet is gonna be 0.25 for this edge, and it's gonna go all the way around, as you can see, if you did everything well. And fillet 0.5 for these insides, triangles, yeah, it's working. Let's deselect this edge here. Okay, so just leave these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 edges, or chain of edges, loop, however it's called. And the another fillet is gonna be 0.5 for this outside edge here. Now when we're done with these few fillets, we need one sketch on front plane. Let's just draw something like this. One horizontal, vertical, horizontal, narrow. Let's drag this point slightly to the right, something like that. So this line from the origin goes 30, this bottom one goes 26.5 from the origin till, no, sorry, this one is gonna be 4 and this one is gonna be 6. Now we need to see, this is, I guess, revolve number 3. So we need this sketch show, get back to the front view, and we go from this line till this one to 25. Now make sure everything is looking at your PC just like here. Hide the sketch. Just don't make this dimension, don't make this go all the way to the right, because it's gonna come out from the model. That's what we don't want. Exit the sketch and find the axis we have. Here it is, and make a revolve. Of course we want to merge results and click OK. Now we need fillet 0.35 for this face here, and fillet 0.5 for this face here. As you can see, I'm trying to do everything nice and easy, to model everything slowly so you can catch everything. Okay, we need a sketch, and this time we're gonna make it on a right plane. One cycle, and the next two cycles are on this top point of the cycle. So 1, 2. Smaller one is 17.5. The bigger cycle is 27.5. This one is gonna be 107. Make sure this one is for construction. Exit the sketch, and now pay attention. We're gonna do extruded cut and selected contours. Delete everything by going to clear selections and select only this smaller cycle here. Okay, and make through all both. So direction 1 through all, direction 2 through all, and we're cutting this body, and that's okay. Now another cutting by using the same sketch. So click on the sketch, extruded cut, and let's in selected contours select this bigger cycle. I'm not able to see it well. Here it is. Okay. So we go sketch plane, we use offset tool by 60 to this direction. So make sure it's going this way out of the wheel on the front of it, and we go in by 47.5. So this is how it should look like when you finish it. Let's move on to front plane sketch, and I'm gonna use these two faces to make intersection curve. Make sure to delete this bottom curves and get back to the front view. I'm gonna use this wireframe mode. So what we need here is just a small triangle. We have already one line, so line here and line here. Make this line for construction. The only thing we need here is angle of 59, sorry, 118 by 2, yeah, 59. And let's also make a center line here. You see the midpoint of this edge. Okay, exit the sketch and do revolved cut. Exit this one, of course. Click enter, and that's it. Not a big change, but important one. So what's next? The pattern. So for the pattern we need these three features. Go to circular pattern and select some of these circular edges here or faces. Okay, not here. Here and then face. Okay, we need 5 of them on full cycle. Equal spacing. Okay. Now we're gonna do some stuff here where the screws are. So this face sketch, we need 2 cycles, 1 and 2. The bigger one is gonna be 128, the smaller one is going to be 86.5. Okay, exit the sketch, and that's cutting to the inside, of course, by 125. Okay, now fillets 0.25 for this small face and this small face. Why is this showing up? Okay. Again here we're gonna need sketch on this face. Now make sure this center line that we are going to draw is gonna go from the origin to somewhere around here. Okay, let's actually draw the vertical one, sorry, and then draw another narrow center line. Or we can actually attach this center line. No, we don't have the midpoint here. Maybe here. Okay, let's just add angle. Of 36. Okay, and we need one cycle. The diameter is 124. And we need 3 lines. So something like this. 1, 2, and 3. This line here is gonna be normal to the center line. Normal to the center line. And also make sure that we have angle here between center line and this one. It's gonna be 35. Same for this one. 22 from center line till this point. And same here. Now this line goes from the origin on 38.5. That's the sketch done. Exits, and let's do cuts. Contours is this one, and the how deep it goes by 25. So we are again gonna have some fillets. Is this okay? Okay, in selected contours we have to make better selection, clear selection. So let's try using this. No. Okay, like this. So these two areas. Okay. First fillet is going to be 7.5 for this edge and this one. Second fillet is gonna be 6 for this one and this one. And the third fillet is gonna be 3.5 for this inside face. Okay, we also have another small fillet. So 0.25 on this edge here, and if you did everything well, it's gonna go all the way around. So like that. Let's select these 5 last features and do circular pattern by 5, of course, and select some of circular edges or faces here. That's it. Now, of course, we need 5 of them. Okay, that's fine. Let's see what's next. We need chamfer 2.5 for this edge here. And now let's go to the front plane, make a sketch. We need a rectangle by 2 points, something like this. And we go from this line till origin. No, sorry, this is, yeah, let's do it. This is wrong sketch, but let's do it. It's gonna be 200. This is gonna be 25. This is gonna be 4.5. And we have between origin and this first line 57.5. That's it. Exit the sketch and do revolved cut by this left edge. Okay, when that's done we can do also the chamfer. 0.5, sorry, I started speaking in my language. Now let's get back to what we were previously doing. I forgot, I skipped something. So we're back on this face, sketch. Let's make first one center line that is gonna be vertically going from the origin, and one rectangle by 3 points, but this third rectangle. So one, something like this, 3 dimensions. So angle between center line and line is 36. This dimension is gonna be 1.5, and let's make this length 95, for example. Exit the sketch and do revolved cuts. For axis, don't use this line, use this line here. Okay, let's see. So what we are gonna do now is we are gonna use, make a cycler pattern. That's done. So we need now fillets on these front edges, 0.25 for these 5 loops. Okay, another fillet, radius 1 for this edge here. And now we need to do the Vossen. It's something like an emblem that is gonna be somewhere around here. So we need surfaces of set surface by 0, and we use this face and this one. Enter, and while this surface offset is still selected, let's make another offset surface by 0 and click OK. I'm gonna hide one of these, let's say this one, second surface offset, and let's go to the right plane sketch. I'm gonna make center line going vertically from the origin down, and here we need something like this, 1, 2, 3. So this one is gonna be 8.5, this one is gonna be 5, and we have 10 between these two. Between line and origin we have 222 by 222.5, and let's just mirror these few lines around the center line, of course. Exit the sketch and let's use trim surface. We're just gonna click here, and that first surface offset we did is gonna be trimmed out. So we're gonna use that's what's left from that surface offset to make thickened cuts. Let's click on it again. The thickness of that cutting is gonna be 0.75, and we can use this mid tool that is gonna cut both ways, so click OK. Now what we need is another right plane sketch, and let's show this trim sketch. What we are gonna do here is to offset these 4 lines by 2.5 to the inside But pay attention now, we want this line to be only 2.5. So just like you saw what I did, you just drag this point down, and as we added dimension here, we can make these two horizontal. And that's the sketch done. Exit, and now also pay attention. So we are gonna make extrude. It's gonna be, of course, thin feature. It's gonna be mid plane. The thickness is gonna be 1.75. Now offset this, let's say by 300. Okay, that's quite enough. And we're gonna go up to body till this one. So you see here what we have. The only thing we don't want is merging, so delete, unselect merging. We don't want this to be merged right now, and click OK. Hide this sketch, and as we know, we have this surface offset here, even if it's not visible, but we're gonna take it and use cut with surface in this direction, so out of the wheel, and in feature scope select this body. So that's why we had this not merging, and click OK. Now for the end, I think we just have to do some fillets, and that's it. So we're gonna combine this small body and the main one, and the first fillet is gonna be radius 0.5 for these two edges. Okay, it seems to be that this logo is really wide, but I think it's fine actually. Yeah, that's how it should be, I guess. Second radius is gonna be radius 1 for this edge and this one. Third radius R 1.5 for this one here. Next one is gonna be fillet 0.15 for these edges here. And fillet radius 1 for these edges. It actually should be 0.5. Okay, and 0.5 for these two edges. It's not done, don't worry, we have some job left to do. So fillet 0.15 for this one and this one. Let's just add a few edges here in selection, so it's gonna go all the way. Okay. Now radius 0.1 for this one and this one. If it's not going all the way, just add a few edges of that loop in selection here and click OK. And there is one fillet left, 2.5 for these outside edges. I'm gonna add each one of them manually. So yeah, 2.5, and that's the last fillet. The only thing we have to do now is to go to the surface bodies and delete this surface offset that's left, and that's the job done. Now, like I said, in next video we are gonna maybe, well, not maybe, for sure, I'm just gonna show how to model some screws here for the wheel, even if it's easy, and especially the most important part, the wheel cap here. And that's gonna be this series of videos done. I can say that this is beauty, this is like art of designing and modeling, also machining. So thumbs up for Vossen. They haven't they're not my sponsors, but I'm really happy to have this done and promote them, even if they don't request it. They didn't request it that for me. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something new here, because I think I really showed some tips and tricks in the design, how to use surfacing in modeling of solid bodies. And yeah, if you wanna join me in my next one, I'll be happy to host you again. So see ya.